Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 8th grade concept of direct variation. This is standard 8.5E in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 34 off the 2018 released STAAR test. If you have not done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we've got the amount of water an electric dishwasher uses to wash dishes varies directly. So that's going to be a big clue for us with the number of loads of dishes. So the dishwasher uses 32 gallons to wash 4 loads. So we see a proportion being set up right there. So how many gallons of water did the dishwasher use to wash 10 loads? All right, so let's go back to this direct variation because we can solve it with an equation. We can also solve this with a proportion. So when we see this direct variation, or varies directly, that's actually an equation that we can use. And it's this y equals kx. And it's a direct variation because you simply start with your dependent variable, your x, multiply it by k, and you get your y. There's no addition, there's no subtraction, there's nothing else happening to it. It varies directly. And so what do they give us here? Well, our dependent variable is going to be our x, right? And so that is going to be how many loads of dishes we have. So the amount of loads of dishes is what we're going to, that's our independent variable, that's our independent variable. And then that is going to be modified by this k, and then we're going to get our dependent variable of this 32. And so we can actually just kind of plug that in here. So 32 gallons is what it takes because we have to multiply our 4 loads of dishes by our k, which is the direct variation formula right there. And so we just need to solve for this k, and actually that k actually has a name. It's called the constant of proportionality. And you're going to see that it's pretty simple to figure out what it is, right? So if we just divide both sides by 4 here, those two are going to cancel each other out, and I'm going to get k equals 8. And that's actually what we have on the mathematics chart as well. This y over x, that's going to actually be our k. And really what we did here is it's the same equation, right? You just multiplied, or you divided both sides by x to isolate that k. And so what we did is we just took our y, which is 32, and we are going to divide here by our 8, or divide here by our 4, to get our 8. All right. So if we are going to multiply this, then let's figure out, now that our k is 8, what are we going to do here to figure out the gallons of water for 10 loads of dishes? Okay, so our loads of dishes, remember, is our x, right? So let's just plug that into a new equation. Y equals kx. And now we know that our k is 8. And we know that our new x, that's our independent variable, is 10. Well, that's easy. That's 80. Now, I did say at the beginning this is kind of like a proportion. Well, look at this. You've got 32 gallons over 4. I'm just going to put D for dishes, 4 loads of dishes. And so you've got 10 loads of dishes. And so you need, you're looking for how many gallons, right? Now let's do a little cross multiplication. So 4G equals, that's 32 times 10, which is really 320. So I need to divide both sides by 4. And guess what you're going to get? You're going to get 8 with a 0. You're going to get 80. So either way you do it, you just got to bubble it in here. Make sure you get your decimal right here. You got 2 digits to the right, 4 to the left. Just make sure you bubble in the 80 and put in the bubbles underneath.